Hello. Okay, we're live. Hey guys. So, today, since I don't like the current event, so I think I'll be waiting until until everything unlocks, maybe. Wow. Okay, so I'll wait until everything unlocks. So for now, what I'm going to do today... Oh, it's Chi-Chi's birthday, but I think that was yesterday. Oh. Wow! Cute little ones. Are these birds? Okay. Anyways. Hi Sarah, welcome to the stream. So, as I was saying, since I'll be waiting for the until all of the domains unlock, I'll be accessing the new weekly boss, which is the puppet. Righto. And I think we can claim. Wait. Right. Okay, so commission concerning the sacred sakura. Wait, which one is it? I think it's this one. Oh no, don't tell me I need to do the sacred sakura first. Let me switch to English first. Have you unlocked the new weekly boss, the Raiden puppet?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
we are fitted for this commission.
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever.
Well, the Raiden boss is, I think it's for Yai, Miko, and Ayato. I think the materials for it, at least.
I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Of course, that's what we're here for.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount
Crossover, but they never did that.
The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I believe I understand.
Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Hound's attacks, They are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters.
Hi, Relentless Traveler. Welcome to the stream.
The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryou Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Why does Kathy sound like an AI? Well, it's believed that she's a puppet somehow. Maybe a machinery or a puppet. Time to make some. I'll send those pooches packing.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abasosk.
Restaurant? That place is try some creative cooking.
Okay, so... Wait, where is it? Maybe we can fly from over here. If I have time, I will. Yeah, I'm in Asia server. Wait. Let me just switch this first. Oh. I went on the wrong area. Ah, I wasted it. Oh, but I'm not doing...
Worthless!
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, it's you two.
Oh, it is A.
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
So she decided to come out?
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this
I'm
time?
making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
But, Relentless Traveler, you could, what you call this? Leave the domain ID and I'll do it after I finish if I have time.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself? Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous Rift Hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
But the commissions and adventures can deal. It doesn't seem like a matter needing the Archon's attention.
If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Because it's probably one of her programs.
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
Oh.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
Advanced guard. Does that mean they're like an army of
Their
monsters?
duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
500 years ago, Conria. Oh, we're mentioning Conria now?
So you've heard of it too.
Well, he was supposed to be there too. He does remember a part of it.
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
Not really. Well, they're very dangerous.
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Right.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
Does that mean you don't think I'm invincible, Paimon?
Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
I thought that
This
he was supposed to be
color.
there.
It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
I think this is the same one that would strike us whenever we're near. What? Oh. Look for marks. Oh. Well, we have a marker. Wait, where is it?
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
If I remember correctly, the Yashiro Commission should be the one where Ayaka works, right? It's in Ayaka's family?
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something?
Or is it
And
Kamisato?
how come it's glowing? Huh?
What? What?
What's this?
How terrible.
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Yeah, considering the fact we came from Surumi Island.
But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Maybe it's on the Sakura tree. I mean, it did come from the Sakura tree.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, we could talk to him.
Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma. until our dying breath.
What exactly happened?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path.
Echoing. What's up with
Every
that?
last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The Almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu.
But
There's no one left to rely on but ourselves.
Kitsune Saigo is already dead, though.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over?
Huh?
But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
Wait, but oh, there's still the fallen soldiers. But why is it? Is it like their limbs are cut off? What?
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
I think he was a ghost, but how is it that
What's wrong with him?
is he disappearing? How is he?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
Well, we did also have that kind of encounter at Surumi Island.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines.
Oh,
After
is-
the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk.
Oh, is that the
and formed a
blue
physical
thingy?
entity.
Is that the blue thingy? This one's?
An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
The same thing happened to Dusky Me.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
He mentioned that the Shogun was absent.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria.
So what?
The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
Is that also the time he told, who was it? Io... I forgot it.
I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Conria?
If I remember correctly, actually, the entire Tevat was being attacked by somewhat.
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Is this the loss that Yaimiko mentioned?
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Actually, there were 3 of them from her demo story.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
I mean, there were 4 of them, including her sister Makoto. They're no longer stuck in the past.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Absolutely. What kind of... this answer is so... No. That's what being human is about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Okay, let's continue on. So this is probably the field. Oh. Where else?
Expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too!
Oh,
Leave them
there's
to
only
me.
Raiden. Where are they? Oh.
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Are you feeling okay?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
But that was the Raiden puppet though.
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun!
Season show.
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this.
Did you guys notice that Paimon is kind of sparkling right now? I think she wasn't sparkling like this before. Well, not too much.
Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Is it the same situation as before?
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Well, every single one of them who would come out of the Sacred Sakura would probably be like that.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue.
Oh, so he works for the
Though
Shogun.
blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest.
I don't think he realizes we're out in the open, actually.
After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
I want to learn more about the past.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already.
Paimon is probably just guessing.
Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay.
What, in here?
And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life.
It's probably because he's already old enough, so he thinks that it's probably alright if, he would.
I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
Yeah, he's ready to die, I suppose.
The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer.
And probably it's because he's blind, he couldn't actually see the kind of horrors that's happening, so yeah.
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, Seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
Somehow I don't think that's A though. That doesn't see. That doesn't sound like A at all.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. Ah, what a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
Yeah, and I suppose he doesn't realize that he's just a ghost too.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set?
Oh no, how are we going to tell him?
I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
We know where to find a tea
I
set.
couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories.
Go!
Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me.
I guess he doesn't
I can't
realize
decide whether
yet.
it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Oh, this is so sad.
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Probably
Having a cup of tea
Saturday.
isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Yeah, we can borrow from Toma. Let's go. But man, this is all the feels in here.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Inform my lord. That's gotta be Ayato, right?
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato.
No, it is
Actually,
Ayato.
I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve? I'm certainly for sure it's gotta be her and Makoto, since it's 500 years ago.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it.
Yeah, if he's so much as around them, even though he's blind, he would take notice of it.
The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
No, like Makoto is always living on the present.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams, or in other words, ambitions?
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course.
We gotta take this. We gotta take note of this information because, you know, they say that, well, according to Ya and Miko, ambition is the is kind of a qualification to get a vision, to be granted a vision.
Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
It seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity.
Yeah.
But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Even if you tell him that, there's no way they would. Chill.
return.
I mean.
We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long. Local decree effect to that.
Wait, could we... Let's go back to the, Oh, it's actually just here. Oh! I didn't press the Z. Oh, is he gone? Oh,
Hey, where'd he go?
he probably disappeared. Oh, that
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
wouldn't put it past him. Really? Or probably.
Perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long. As was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
Oh, this is making me... Oh, that's just sad. Oh, come on.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
That's not the problem here, Paimon.
We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Oh, please don't cry. You're making me cry too, Paimon.
The
Oh.
information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Let's make our own tea.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
Have you ever done that, eh?
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
But you're very known in the community to not knowing how to cook, though. A brews a piping hot pot of tea on the
The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
Did you taste it first? Oh
So
no.
many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to. I understand.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me.
Oh, so that's... Well, from the CG that we saw, it did seem that they were at Conria when A was holding Makoto. So, yeah, she probably went after her when she found out.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
Yeah, that was also in her CG story.
But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening...
Makoto had already...
Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
I wonder though if Celestia knew about the Electro Archon being too.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia.
Now it makes me wonder what kind of being they are. I mean, we have Venti, who is a wind spirit, and Zhongli, who is an adeptine dragon form.
It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
Wait. Her realm of consciousness?
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Up here, the sacred sakura has always been there, hasn't it? Oh, so it wasn't there before?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about.
What?
No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air.
Even Yae Miko?
In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her.
But wait a minute. She was in Conria during that time. Wasn't she? So how did she manage to able to sprout the sakura tree all the way from Inazuma? I mean...
I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat.
I don't think we even get to drink it.
And it's time I came to terms with it all.
It seems like you're done a lot of thinking. I know the pain of separation too. Ah, this is making me think about the Abyss Twin.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Have you seen my sister before?
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family.
Oh, this is great.
You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Well, actually, the Traveler was probably in it too because I think he was there. Because he said he does have a memory of Conria.
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me.
Oh, that's quite understandable. We all have our own concerns.
So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
It's so ironic because about other mission
Let's
Destiny.
keep following the traces.
Observe.
Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
A cup of tea has been left for Furuyama. Oh, how much did he actually perceive and how much did he let on? I should have read it. Wait, there's so many. It's down here now? Wait. Or is it up here? Oh! Wait, I don't... Oh, it's right over there. Farewell to the past. Where is this leading us? Wait, isn't one of the great sakura trees here? Oh. It's the Rift Hound.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us!
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
I think she's emotionally disturbed. That's not very good.
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
What? What?
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
What happened over there? Wait.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Wait. What? Oh no. Ah!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
What? Wait. Ugh. Oh, no.
Lament!
Oh! That was close. Wait, no! Why Xiao just used his ultimate? Oh no!
Hey, maybe you should leave this one to us.
Don't force it.
My apologies.
It's alright.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
You talk as if you're going to fight the Paimon. What? Another one?
It's the same light again.
Time for another. Who have we got this time? Oh, it's the soldiers of Inazuma.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more! Let's get them!
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
Oh! I didn't notice
It
that.
certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
An unwavering commitment to resistance.
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
I will have order.
Wind, hear me.
Oh, there we go.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
Yeah, she doesn't look okay.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You don't sound like it.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Oh, I'm seeing the others. The other one is a cryo vision holder, and this one is an animo. I didn't notice that. Well, with the way they were glowing, I guess. Shh, Paimon, don't tell them. We have no business disrupting the reality they are experiencing.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best.
Yeah, it's best not to tell them.
But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
And there they go.
Glory to the Shogun!
This is so...
They're gone.
Was that a promise to them or a promise to yourself? Wait, these two are interconnected. Or a promise to
It was
yourself.
both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines.
Yeah, I know, me too.
But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
That's probably what was causing her to suddenly paralyze back there.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh?
Wait, where is she?
What's
She suddenly
wrong, eh?
disappeared.
Come on, keep up.
Oh, is she being paralyzed again? Hey!
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it.
Isn't she using the Raiden puppet's body?
It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
We should get you back to the city. No, would that be a very bad idea? Do you need to take a rest? But with the rift towns around, that wouldn't be a good idea too. Well, back to the city this time.
No need. She is calling me. The time has come.
Oh, is that the puppet?
Can you help me walk?
Of course.
I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
So the puppet is under the Narukami Shrine? Isn't this where the I didn't know about this place. Look. There is the Oh no. I guess I can't do that.
Crumble!
Oh no. Fine. Let me just climb from here. There we go. So that's where it was. Now I can remove these. Alright, let's go to the Grand Narukami Shrine. The Archons are living such sad lives. I mean, with how long they've all been living, you know. It's hard to imagine. Aren't you going to run away from me? That crow. Wait, where is it supposed to be? Is it down here? Oh, I think it's the one where that shield was that I couldn't enter. I tried so hard, but I couldn't enter no matter what. So it's because of me? Alright, wait. First I need... I need the, where is it? Where's the Electrogonum? Wait. Not here. I thought there was an Electrogonum somewhere here. I think I may need to... Wait, I need to get one of those Electrogonums. Ah, this place is such a maze. Ah, there we go. Oh, wait. I am so far off. Let's use Shao. Can I reach it from here? I need to be quick. Wait. Oh! Oh, come on. You're kidding me. Oh, wait. No. It's actually lower. Wait. Oh. Oh. Why is there no... Isn't there any electrogonum near here? Oh, right over there. Oh! Finally. Come on, come on.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
But I definitely think that that shield over there was, you know, I don't think I'll be able to pass that shield in a normal way. What?
Whoa!
That looks...
Where'd that Torii gate come from?
Are you alright?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm about to put an end to it all.
What'd you say? I'm happy. I'm about to put the subtitle again.
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
But why here?
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Alright, the Raiden puppet.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
No, the Raiden puppet. I thought that she could go.
Follow me.
Where do we go?
Sucked in again. I thought that she could leave the Raiden puppet's body anytime she will, because she wouldn't allow herself to be trapped. That's what she said last time.
Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place...
It does look a lot like the plane of Euthymia. This is probably Makoto's plane of Euthymia.
Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler.
Oh, it's the Raiden Shogun puppet.
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Oh, so she's the one who's using the polearm.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that the puppet?
Well, I suppose it's understandable because, you know, Makoto's sword is sort of a memento, so there's no way that A would allow it to be handled by anyone.
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse!
Well, we knew this was coming.
Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body.
Well, now that she's separated from her using this plane of euthymia.
As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes.
Yeah, I did read about that on her gnosis.
But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way.
But wait a minute, what's going to happen to A afterwards? Where would she go? Because she's only a consciousness.
Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
This is her system to safeguard against modifications to eternity?
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme! Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
A isn't someone who leaves herself an escape route. A isn't... that's right, she did mention that.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
In a different way, I guess.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy?
It's so amazing the VA for the Raiden Shogun.
I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
I mean, trying to sound two characters in different ways. It's
And
amazing.
I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Yeah.
In the end, even the proud and mighty only maiden was cut down and disgraced. Till your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Oh, so it's not it. Ow!
Insolent. There is no escape. Pathetic. Keep going. Inazuma shines eternal. This ends now. Ha! Shine down! The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the
What?
ley lines grow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's really recovered?
Your verdict is decided. Shine down!
No.
Fleeting shadow.
Wait just a minute. I need to change. Oh.
Thunder. Absurd. Weak. Pathetic. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Torn to oblivion. Weak. Shine down.
How am I supposed to?
Inazuma shines eternal. The eye sweeps the lands.
Continuously attack the what?
Inferior. Inferior. There is no escape. This ends now. Torn to oblivion. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
That was so hard. What about the large one? Oh my
It
god.
appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
Surely the Shogun puppet isn't invincible.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion.
It's so nice looking. Makoto's sword.
If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
But yeah, we can't fight until centuries. You know what's going to happen to Inazuma in the meantime?
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
But can you bear to leave humanity to go alone?
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear.
Well, if we look at Mondstadt, I mean, Venti doesn't go ruling it around, and the people are okay. But sudden disappearance is.
I fight for the
It's a
everlasting
bit,
future
you know.
of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
Oh yeah, Emiko. Did she tell? She probably went to Yaemiko and told her.
Pass on my words.
Hey. Oh, so we're the one who's supposed to tell her? Shield strength is required to make your shields more durable. Depending on character shield strength, the same shield may be different levels of durability when protecting different characters. Oh.
Looks like we got kicked out.
This is a problem.
What do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever? She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still.
A has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations.
Wait, what is that over there?
What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again.
We're not about to leave her just yet.
Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better.
Yeah, we better go to Yaemiko. Maybe she would know what to do.
Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Whatever. Can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore.
Yaemiko!
Okay, first things first, we gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice, don't feel Paimon now. Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard.
We're going to end up ramming into the wall behind it. We need to talk to Yaemiko. Paimon, what are you thinking? You can go and do that on your own. If you want to ram it.
Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Yaemiko was the one who taught A about this consciousness thing. Wait, no! So I couldn't get in at all? Anyways, let's go get her.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
I think you wanna go in the battle too if we were to tell you what it is.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
This is an emergency!
But you're always smiling.
It's not the time, Paimon.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Paimon, get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
You tell Yaemiko about everything that has happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date.
Why do you sound so calm?
Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A, all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
This duel is more serious than anything up until now.
Rushed into it without thinking.
Oh, we chose
well
wrong.
Put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Wasn't it you who taught her about how to enter about the consciousness?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Not even worried about her god.
You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
But you do know how to enter a realm of consciousness, right?
All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like?
I didn't notice any differences.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
She does know what to do. She's just playing us for a fool. As always. She's not even worried.
Wish my sister would play hide and seek with me.
Wait. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Oh. The barrier's gone.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts.
How do you
In other
make
words,
a familiar?
Even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
Chaos!
Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
That sounds very dangerous.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
Entering the plane of time is much more safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first. How do we do that?
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay together. You two can do it.
What, Paimon? You're not gonna abandon me, are you?
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
What? You're not even worried? What the big... This girl...
Paimon's headed up to here with both of you. Oh, fine. Paimon's coming too.
Oh.
Really?
Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way.
Wait, I thought you were coming with us.
I say.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed.
What's
By the
going
way,
on the other
remember
side?
to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
What does that have to do with
Only
it?
a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
But what kind of will?
Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens.
I knew it.
I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
Oh.
For
I'll
my
try
sake,
my
and
best.
for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
We'll try.
Nico, you better know what you're doing.
We will not fail.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
No, this bossy fox lady. How can she be so calm in this situation? Whoa.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Yo. That was an amazing CG.
How can this be?
What?
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
All these years? What? Well, Miko did say it's spatial time something, right?
This is a duel to remember.
So how long have they been going at it?
It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered.
How long have they been fighting?
For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
What? They've been fighting for 500 years?
Final duel? So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler.
Are you going to put an end to all this? Wait.
I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever.
Flowers attack the... Oh, wait, where is she? Oh.
Illusion shattered. Ruin followed by blade.
It's best to keep on her back.
There is no escape. Eternity is in my hands. Shine down.
No! Oh, finally. I thought I was gonna die before she did.
This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules.
Oh, great.
From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow.
I wanted to see Ace back if she had the same, that same marking on her back, the same as Raiden's Shogun puppet.
The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be coming to your domain to fight you every week.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
What? What was that? Mishonishin is glowing.
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
Is that her consciousness?
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore.
So all the Archon actually went to Conria?
In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me.
Wait.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here.
Isn't that the
Take
sword?
it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away.
So that means she's going to leave again?
It is you who must take the most important step.
Wait.
The light turned into a seed?
I
The
see.
miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom.
Oh,
She who
so
brings
that's
it into
the
being must let
Sakura
her heart
tree.
and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Oh my god. Wait. That was so... After leaving the realm of consciousness, return to the shrine you...
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
Oh.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
There's some wonderful things inside that place. Yeah, the Sakura tree blossoming was awesome. Time was moving forward and backward at the same time. Oh, that too. We saw the design of the entire
A
shrine.
place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems.
It's so complicated.
And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
Oh, what? There's no voice? Wait, I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power. But that Istaroth really was involved in all of this, but whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Oh, so we have another one, Istaroth.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I wonder if they didn't include the voice line over there because of the name Istaroth. Could be.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
Well, it's kind of complicated. It's space-time after all.
No, but I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
Yeah, it suddenly turned into a fox.
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
So the reason why it became like this is because of you?
Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today.
Oh, she's always pulling our leg.
And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not?
It did?
Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Is that significant?
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space.
Well, I don't exactly know what the traveler was wishing for.
Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for.
Oh. Was that going back 500 years ago? Did he wish to go back 500 years ago to be with his sister? Is that what it was?
The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
Perhaps this is what the Shogun meant by an inevitability of fate. Another connected word.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside, so it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared.
Yeah, and she did mention that we have not changed ever since we left. We haven't changed our appearance.
My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But It turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Oh.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down?
Oh, so she knew?
After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
Oh.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her.
But then there was no need to because the two of you look alike.
I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan.
But I thought that she always lived in the moment, the present.
It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
But you made a crucial contribution.
I just planted a seed.
Your will and hers were both indispensable.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
The final act might be a simple one, but getting there was the result of countless efforts coming together. Another interconnected answer. Choice, I mean. Just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front doesn't mean you should undervalue the part you played.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Oh.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
These two are going to fight.
Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Finally!
Really? That's huge news!
Oh, I'm betting that people will be doing the ice bridging again from Liyue to Inazuma probably.
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
But out of those challenges will be born new opportunities.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, okay, finally. That was very long. What's that? What did we got? Wait. Dream Sakura. You held a single sakura petal in your hand before leaving Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. Its existence is a mystery. It appears no different from ordinary sakura petal. What? Sakura petals? Typo. And there it silently sits in your storage just like any of the others, but you can no longer touch it, nor can you feel its weight or warmth. When an object loses any of the attributes that one would normally ascribe to it, how can its existence be proven for sure? As you think back on the many sights the petal must have witnessed in the past, a certain guess comes to mind. That which sustains the sakura petal's existence must be someone's will. But as to who this person is and whether they are intentionally or unintentionally keeping this petal in existence, neither can be known. Nor can you prove whether that willpower is one derived from yearning, trust, or gratitude. Perhaps when that person's will changes, so too will the sakura petal disappear. Just to be safe, it might be best to check back from time to time and see if it still exists. Oh, really? Dream Sakura. What?
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
About the challenge.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions.
But it will be positive, especially for the merchants.
For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Oh.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
It's all about money.
Honestly, Miko. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
About the gaze of the gods. The visions. This is about the vision.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty, but a joy, too. She loved humanity very dearly.
I thought she was going to talk about the visions.
If the people of the past deserve the gods' attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
About the centuries of dueling.
To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life.
Oh,
Safe to
such a
say,
good.
were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated. And through it all, you also had your part to play. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
About the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard. It's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
I guess we need to do that cleansing Sakura quest now.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Oh?
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Yeah, Miko said she was placing her god.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present.
Oh, are you embarrassed?
Some words are not to be passed on.
Oh, you don't want A to know about that?
Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood?
She's threatening us.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
I have no other question. Wait, what if we talk to Yamiko?
Many
Oh.
challenges still lie ahead.
I have no other question. So it's only the same. Okay, so I guess that's it. But wait a minute. Before I end the stream, I have always wanted to get inside that barrier. I wonder if there's no more barrier in it. Wait, where is it? Alright, no more barrier. Woohoo! Yes! There it is. And there's also this thing in here. Oh, there also...
Quake!
Yes! Gotcha. Okay, let me just change first to this one. And let me see what this... With the memento lens there was... Oh. Oh.
If this treasure could talk.
What about you? Oh. Looks like this is where we end up, Brad, when I'll treat him a little. A little... to Ioroi? Oh! What? Is that... Could that possibly be... Saigu? Kitsune Saigu?
Gather!
That's the one that I was mentioning before. Saigo told Ioroi to hide before she went off to the battle, I guess. Okay, so... I guess that's it. But wait, let me go check the Sakura tree. Oh, wait. Wait, there was something here. Why is this here? That wasn't there before. Oh, they're gone. Okay. Right. Let's operate them. Yes, we got 7. The CD of the Electroganus coordinate attack is decreased to 4 seconds. Alright, and before that, let's go offer the Electroculus. This is certainly quite an emotional story. Oh! Exactamundo. Just perfect timing, too. Okay. So I guess that's it for today's stream. yeah. So next time, all their stories are so right. Wait, what's this? Complete prerequisite quest. Dresena Somneta, Chapter Act 1 Warriors. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so I guess the only Archon that I haven't made the story quest is Venti. And funnily enough, he's the only Archon among the ones we know who only has one story quest. I mean, Zhongli and A have 2 now. I still haven't unlocked all of this. Right? I'll do that. Okay, perhaps the next time is I will continue with the Sacred Sakura Cleansing Ritual. Well, I guess that's it. See you guys in the next stream. Thanks for accompanying me. Good night.